Hi there, wig lovers! I made a video about this kind of, where I just discussed this sort of, but, you know, in fact I've made a couple videos where I've discussed this topic, but I figured I would just kind of make a little video that really just specifically discusses this, so that way there's no ambiguity. People do occasionally still ask me, when should I give it up? When should I throw in the towel on wearing toppers and move to full cap wigs? And so to me, that's super personal. Like, that's one of those things where we can't really make that determination for you, but we can make really strong recommendations. I can still get away with wearing some toppers. I'm currently wearing my top crown from John Renault right now. So I mean, this is my bio hair down here. You know, not everybody can get away with it, and you know, I can't get away with most toppers because the weight's too heavy for the hair that I have, and I need a really wide base because, you know, I've got a really profound hair loss on the top of my head. So how do you know when it's time to give up toppers? Do they cause you pain when you put them on? Now this could mean that you just need to reposition the clips. Okay, so play around with that a little bit, reposition the clips on your head, see if that helps alleviate some of that pressure and pulling and pain, the three dreaded P's. Make sure, you know, that that's not the case, but if you reposition those clips a few times and you still can't keep the topper from pulling your hair and being really painful, you're probably not a good candidate for a topper. You should probably be looking into full cap wigs. I know that a lot of us, including myself, I started with toppers and then moved into wigs. It's really common, okay, to go from toppers to full wigs because it's kind of an intermediary step. It's not as stigmatizing. It's basically like extension, sort of, in our heads. And we're like, it's not that weird. You know, because I think it's the costume thing. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people get this stigma about wigs because they're associated with costumes. You don't want to wear a costume to work unless you're like She-Ra. You don't actually want to wear costumes in real life, you know, and it's not, you don't want to be like trick-or-treating every day. But it's not like that with medical wigs. You know, you put one of those on, a couple of those on, you get a sensation for what they're like and how realistic they look. A couple compliments from strangers go a long way, and then you're like, oh, okay, this is fine. I'm good now. But there's always that really uncomfortable transition period where people are like, oh no, everyone's looking at my head, and no one is looking at your head. I've got another topper here that I want to use to sort of illustrate the point. This is the lace front monotop topper from Beltress, fresh from the box. And this is in the color Ginger, which is kind of like a ginger brown color. So this one's actually pretty nice and light for what it is. You know, I could probably get away with this one. It's got a monotop, a lace front, it's wefted on the perimeter, but you can still see clips all around the edges of this one, okay, clips. So you need to have really thick, strong hair in the areas where these clips live. Because if you don't, then it's gonna pull your hair and it's gonna be painful and it's not gonna feel very good. You're gonna end up with headaches. If you get headaches when you wear toppers, it's probably time to give it up. If you have really baby fine thin hair that keeps getting caught in the clips and you end up pulling it out every time you remove your topper, that can lead to permanent bald spots. You don't want to do that. You should probably move to a full wig. I'm brewing coffee, you can probably hear that. That's really how you know. You just kind of know. You get to a point where it's painful to wear them. It's not comfortable. You dread putting it on. It gives you headaches throughout the day as you're wearing it. That's when you know either the topper is too heavy for you you've got it applied incorrectly. And if you don't know how to apply a topper or remove a topper, watch my toppers video because I go over that a few times in that video. But that's really how you know it's time to give them up. And there may still be a few you can get away with. Like, I wear full wigs in real life most of the time, but I can get away with this top crown pretty easily because it matches the texture of my bio hair, for one thing. But the other reason is it's really lightweight. So if I apply the clips really carefully, I can get away with it. But, I mean, I have to be really careful about how I apply the clips because my hair is so fine and fragile that if I try to do this quickly and then, you know, and don't do it in a really slow, deliberate fashion, I'll end up pulling my hair, which I don't want to do because it's so fragile. You know, you just kind of have to play it by ear. And if you already know before, you know, if you're new and you don't know whether to buy a topper or a wig and you've never bought either before, basically you just have to ask yourself, do I have enough hair where the clips apply on the topper I'm looking at to anchor that topper to my head? I don't. Please don't. And I'm not just saying this because I sell them and I want you to spend a ton of money. I'm serious. Do not just buy the cheapest topper for your needs because you're gonna be unhappy, all right? You want to make sure, like for instance, don't buy the Easy Part by John Renault, the original Easy Part, the one that's really thin, kind of like a maxi pad. Don't put that one on if you have a huge amount of hair loss. There's going to be nowhere to anchor that thing, you know? Those were designed specifically for people with very petite heads. I mean, in other words, we're talking teenagers. That's who that was designed for, okay? And it's also designed for people who don't have hair loss or have very minimal hair loss and just want to add a little bit of fullness to the top of their heads. It's not appropriate for people who have profound medical thinning, okay? Now, the Easy Part XL, completely different story. That one's made specifically for people like you and me who have really profound hair loss on the top of your head. That one's fine. Big base. So you want to look at the size of the base of the topper, see if that will actually work for your needs, and you want to look at the weight. And those are the two most important things that you should look at in a topper before you buy it, because if the topper's too heavy, it's going to yank, it's going to pull on the hair. You don't want your hair loss solution to cause hair loss. You know what I mean? So that's basically where we're at with that. Hopefully this helps. And you know, when in doubt, go full wigs. They're not going to pull your hair. They're not going to damage your hair. You just got to get over the stigma. Especially if it's synthetic, you can shake them out, throw them on your head, walk out the door. Toppers kind of require a little bit of styling because you have to integrate them in with the rest of your hair. So, you know. But if you wear ponytails a lot and stuff like that, I mean, this is another little side note. If you like to wear your hair up in higher ponytails, because I mean, you can wear long wigs and low ponytails, low, loose ponytails, that's the key with wigs. If you like to wear your hair up in high ponytails, toppers are really the best way to go there, FYI, because you can integrate the topper in with the rest of your hair, and you can pull it back into a ponytail. And it may be based on, you know, your situation. You may want to get one of each, you know, and maybe alternate the wig, the full wig on days when the topper is just too much, and, you know, maybe you've got like a lupus flare or something like that, or you've got, you know, eczema or something like that, and your scalp's just being real sensitive and it's not really taken to the topper, put the wig on. Wigs are going to be way easier for you to wear in most cases than toppers. But again, this isn't, you know, hard and fast rules for everybody. Everybody is a little bit different, and you may have to experiment a little bit. But if you're kind of on the fence, you know, maybe that's the way to go. Maybe invest a little bit in one of each so you can alternate them out and see which one you like best.